kickoff, moments away here at Lumen Field in Seattle. Tonight, a pair of NFC West rivals set to do battle. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Ready to get this game started. Here's Eddie Pinheiro. And away we go from Lumen Field. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out to one of the best stories from last season, wasn't he? Former number 3 overall pick, coming off that career-defining year, Sam Darnold.
He was a comeback story that nobody, and I mean nobody, saw coming. But he paired with head coach Kevin O'Connell, threw a whole bunch of touchdowns in Minnesota. Remember, Kate, he was an MVP frontrunner early last season. Exactly why the Seahawks targeted him, wanted him, and now have him in the fold.
First play is to the air. Yeah, that's going to be incomplete. Looking to his back to start this one, so back to the huddle now for second down.
Just about every play in an NFL game usually has a protagonist and antagonist, a good and a bad. The good there, the courage of that wide receiver. The bad, just could not haul it in.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Darnold. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. There it is, touchdown Seattle! The Seahawks take a 6-0 lead right away. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards showing just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here's Sky Moore on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. They're led out by the 4th-year passer out of Iowa State, Brock Purdy.
The biggest mistake he can make here is letting his offense suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they've planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
First play, he's going to throw. Purdy. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
On second down, here's McCaffrey. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
Well, that run puts him right back in the same old situation for third down. I really thought that run was going to get the couple inches they needed. You could tell, just look at him down there, Kate. They thought it was going to work too.
Here we go, goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Purdy will sneak it. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line, no gain.
It's a gain of a yard. And the 49er, first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
First down throw by Purdy. This is reeled in by Juwan Jennings. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. On the counter, McCaffrey jukes away from one. This is ahead for about 5. Brought down by Rick Woolen.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. They kick the running back in motion. From the gun is Purdy. Finds his man. It's Ricky Pearsall. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. They got 21 yards on the play. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
49er, first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that arrives on time downfield.
This is Cox going right back to Pearsall. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd down now, they need 7. They put Bourne in motion right. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Finds him over the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw in a double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on their end.
Leading 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. Running back sent in motion. 3rd and short. Here's Purdy. Seahawks swarming him, and down he goes. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling-out process for rushers and blockers. But they can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game. And that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
So 4th down is going to bring out Eddie Pinheiro and the 49ers field goal unit for the first time. Ball on the left hash for this 41-yarder. Pinheiro's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Shaheed now to return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Seahawks taking the field for their second possession. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Play fake, Darnold. To the left and pulled in by Cup. This gets forward to around the 29. That one stopped by Upton Stout.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Darnold. He's going to run for it. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. This one goes for 3 yards. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment, made perfect time for the 1st down.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he works it forward to the 43-yard line. Bryce Huff in on the tackle.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Throwing here, Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Tight end going in motion here. 1st and 10. Darnold. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. And again, it's Darnold. There's a screen now for Walker. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Here he goes, 3rd and long. It's complete, play made by Cup. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That's 16 on the pickup. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On with a quick outline. And this winds up a short gain to the 29. Diamador Lenore there on the stop. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. 7-3 is our score. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They're advancing it well as they face second down. It's Walker on the option. Has some space inside of 15. And finally, they catch up to him at the 11. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. I love the call, Brock, but wrong situation there. The defense closes that sweep out behind the line.
When you get that jet sweep to the outside, you have to. You have to get vertical. There is just too much team speed in today's NFL if you don't go north and south.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's second and 11. Now Darnold. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks now lead by 10. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Myers to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And Seahawks drive their lead to 11. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Isaac Garindo to return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Set drive coming up for this 49ers offensive unit. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. 49ers to the line. First and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Gave a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be second and 12. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He's got Bourne on the slant. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
A gain of 9 brings up third down.
To the line. Here's third and 3. Purdy to throw it. It's caught. Pearsall has it. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. A 6-yard gain on the play. And that gives the Niners the first.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
First and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
You're going to go play action, Kate. You've got to sell, sell, sell. If you don't convince that defense you're running it, Or if it's a situation where you never run the ball, you really do leave your quarterback dead in the water, vulnerable against a defense who will storm right past that fake and right into that pocket.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Slot receivers headed left. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. 3rd and long for him here. Kittle makes the catch. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped.
It's a gain of 16
They'll get 16 yards on that play. And that means it'll be 1st down San Francisco. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
That's caught. Again, it's Kittle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Gain of 15 there. And that gives the 49ers the 1st.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They want him to route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Purdy on 1st down. Throw finds DeMarcus Robinson. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stop just a little bit shy of the marker.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Oh, giving it to the wide receiver on 3rd and short. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down.
One of those situations where if you're going to call that play, you better execute it. Because if it works, well, you're a genius. But one little thing gets off, a little bit of penetration, you don't seal the edge, well, you're punting and that play goes right out the window.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. They'll run for this. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. That was a big 3-yard gain because if instead of a turnover on downs, partner, it gets him the 1st.
That's a lot of trust you're putting in the guy who's known for shortening necks. These fullbacks are not relied to go get you distances like that, but he was up for the challenge.
They toss to McCaffrey running left. Inside the 10. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers cut the lead down to 4.
49ers 10.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's Derink Young to return this. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. Seahawks with the lead here at Lumen. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Darnold finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's Darnold to throw. This is Cup. That's Cup. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. They get 23 on that one. And that's a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
This offense has been in a rhythm, settled in and found it in the 1st half. But hopefully that sack for this defense can disrupt that rhythm just a little bit. Kind of reminds me in baseball when you're facing an elite pitcher, just get somebody on base. Just make that pitcher think a little bit. Hopefully that sack for this defense does the same to the QB.
Rough start to this set of down. Now 14 to go on 2nd. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Cooper Kupp, the intended receiver. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Darnold now to throw. Completed over the middle. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Fourth down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. The 49er offense headed out now late in the half. They don't have much time left, but facing a small deficit, they could try to get this into field goal range. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Hits his running back. And he drives it up to the 24. Tackle made by DeMarcus Lawrence. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Second down now, 7 to go. From the gun is Purdy. Completed left side there to Jennings. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Back to throw it. Pass brought in by Jennings. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, Scott, thanks so much. We are back, and this one's shaping up to be an exciting one. Very close game, Brock, as we start our third quarter. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff.
For Seattle.
Moore with a return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. We'll see the San Francisco offense first this half as they're headed out now. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
First down, and they go right back to him. He dodged the tackle, and he has it right near me. Looks like about a yard short. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. They stick with McCaffrey. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
They kick the running back in motion. This time it's a passing play. Completed to his running back. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that means it'll be first down, San Francisco.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off a first down.
gets it running the sweep. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Purdy. Now quickly to Pearson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Now it's Purdy. This is Cox going right back to Pearson. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Purdy throwing here on first. Brings it in. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Purdy, a quick throw, complete. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take the lead right away in half number 2. George Kittle, the touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hit it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers push their lead to 3.
17. Seahawks 14.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Shaheed now to return. Showing a little burst so far. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to get going once again. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from 34. Drive begins with a Walker run. And he's sent out of bounds after an 8-yard pickup, so they've got 2nd and 2.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Run last play sets up 2nd and 2. That's caught. Here's Zach Charbonnet. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room for it.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Now Darnold off the play action. Throw left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
Throwing here, Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And he's able to reach the 40 on the play. Give him 5 on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Walker on 1st down. He cuts it to the right line. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
I'll be the one to say, Kate, he gets up to that 2nd level, 15, 20 yards. We're rooting for him to take it to the distance. It's hard to do. It's tough to make a gain like this happen in the NFL, but as you saw, still even tougher to take it to the house.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Makes the tackle. He scampers ahead for about 4. It's 2nd down now.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. Darnold. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks grab the lead on their first series of the half. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Myers to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks take a 4-point lead.
Seahawks 21, 49ers 17.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Moore with a return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I'd expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense would have did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. And he gives himself up after a short gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Finds the in route complete. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. A gain of 15 there. And that gives the 49ers the first.
A gain of 15. First down, San Francisco.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's 49ers ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode here. They trail to start the 4th. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Purdy throwing here. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And it's Bourne with a catch outright. Escapes a defender. Along the right sideline, there's space. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown.
The 49ers take a 4th quarter lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Needs to go up by a field goal here in the 4th. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers push their lead to 3.
Seahawks 21.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Shaheed now to return. Jukes away from one. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense taking the field now. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Starts 1st and 10. Hand off to Walker from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. Short pass brought in. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, Arnold. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Seahawks bring it out the punt team. Michael Dixon will kick it away. And a fair catch made here at the 17. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. First down throw by Purdy. Completed over the middle. He's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. On the toss, it's McCaffrey. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
And a 49er first down.
A lot of times we will see defenses get so overcommitted to defending that inside run, they're vulnerable to the outside toss. And that's when things open up and you can reset those downs.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on first down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. On the counter, McCaffrey. He dodged the tackle. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
First down. It's a gain of 20. First down, 49ers.
Kate, you know by now I'm not shy about referencing movies during a game, and that run, that was a picture-perfect script. You get the defense thinking one thing, looking one way, then bam! You surprise them with a twist, head the other way for a big run.
First down, they go back to McCaffrey. Solid block in there, springs him for 8. It's going to be 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Going run again with McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And that means it'll be first down, San Francisco.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Bronk? It's a gain of 5. 3rd down coming up.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm, and a nice little gain on top of it.
Purdy will sneak it. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
That's all you could really expect from a sneak, Kate. 1, maybe a couple yards. So in that way, their job was executed. But the play call, well, that leaves me, and I think many, scratching our heads.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he's touched as they pick up that 1st down on 4. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
You run that sneak there because you know you can rely. Trust with a capital T on the big fellas to do just enough. Get just enough push in the middle so that QB can fall forward. And as we just saw, it's really hard to stop.
To the line and set. Here we go. 1st down. Play action now with Purdy. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 16. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Second and 3 now. From the gun is Purdy. Completed left side there to Jennings. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers make it a 9-point advantage. So finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers make it a 10-point ball game.
31. Seahawks 21.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Shaheed now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. It's caught. Barnett. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
A.J. Barner. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks gotta score in a hurry. All right, here we go. Second down. Darnold now to throw. He tucks it and takes off. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left. Down 2 scores. It's first down. Finds him over the middle. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Here's Darnold, first and 10. Escapes the defender. Oh, the football's loose. And this is picked up by the 49ers. And they're able to rip off a nice chunk there before the fumble return comes to an end.
How about the quick thinking and the reaction from everybody on that side of the ball? See an opportunity to rip the ball free, and then everybody switches to offensive mode, creating space on that return. And now they're handing the ball to their teammates on a silver platter for a score.
The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And as that defense comes off the field clean, making this stop, Brock, they've got to feel that they're just moments away from this victory.
Previous play is under review.
Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. Down a couple of scores. Those 2 timeouts they've got left are going to be crucial. Here's first down. That's dropped underneath. Walker. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Now Seattle going to call its second timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Ball right up against that marker, but not there yet. It's 2nd and inches. And again, it's Darnold. Steps up, and he's running with it. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Down 2 scores, no timeouts remaining, long odds ahead of them. It's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Right side, Shaheed's got it. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate. It turns into a nice gain.
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And he just tucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Darnold to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he will manage a little before being forced into a slide, as that's going to chip something off this upcoming 3rd down. So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. And partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington